The Washington Post has a terrifying story out on the issue of climate change. They report here, record-shattering temperatures this summer have scorched countries from Morocco to Saudi Arabia and beyond. In coming decades, UN officials and climate scientists predict that the mushrooming populations of the Middle East and North Africa will face extreme water scarcity, temperatures almost too hot for human survival, and other consequences of global warming. If that happens, conflicts and refugee crises far greater than those now underway are probable. Parts of the United Arab Emirates and Iran experienced a heat index, a measurement that factors in humidity as well as temperature, that soared to 140 degrees in July, and Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, recorded an all-time high temperature of nearly 126 degrees. Temperatures in Kuwait and Iraq startled observers. On July 22nd, the mercury climbed to 129 degrees in the southern Iraqi city of Basra. A day earlier, it reached 129.2 in Kuwait. If confirmed by the World Meteorological Organization, the two temperatures would be the hottest ever recorded in the Eastern Hemisphere. They go on to explain that by the end of the century, many of these places will simply be uninhabitable. There's already people dying in Iraq from the heat because they're a relatively poor country for the region, obviously a war-torn country, and many don't have AC. And if you don't have AC and it's over 100 degrees for however many days in a row, how much of that can a person take? So a lot of people are just dropping dead. Oh, no, this is not good. This is not good. When you read an article like this, you begin to connect the dots and you see exactly what Bernie Sanders was talking about when he said, we need to treat climate change like it's a World War II level threat. I mean, think about that. Those are really strong words. The Nazis are the worst people that ever existed and the most poisonous ideology in history. And he's like, no, we have to treat climate change like that. Well, why? Well, now you're beginning to see some of the reasons why. You don't realize the practical implications, or they don't land until it's too late. So they're saying, guys, we're already seeing record temperatures in these places that can't handle them, and by the end of the century, many of these places will be uninhabitable. Simply uninhabitable. Humans can't live there. So then you want to talk about a refugee crisis. We're just warming up with the Syrian refugee crisis and one war-torn nation. What happens when every nation in that region can't afford to be there anymore? Can't survive there? What happens when you have wars over water? Ooh, what a scary thought that is. What a scary thought that is. What happens when the price of food worldwide soars, skyrockets? Because, the supply is strained. It's harder to produce these things. It's in limited supply, and the demand is up. People often talk about rising sea levels like the main problem with climate change. I always found that weird because it's like, yeah, that's a huge problem and we're going to lose some very important cities at a certain point in time. But people think they just move inward, move inland more, and there's that, taken care of. It's kind of true. But that's just the beginning of it. When you have wars over water, when you have food prices skyrocketing, when you have, forced migration, relocation of all these different people, a new refugee crisis, way worse than this one, then people go, oh, motherfucker, maybe we should have paid more attention to this and fixed it. Yeah, you think? I don't know about you guys. I think it's time to move towards 100% renewable technology, green technology. That's what we have to do. It's not a choice. It's not a question. We're beginning to see the effects now, and it ain't good.